How's it going? So, took a bunch of losses today again. There was a beautiful setup in the morning. I had SMT at these highs. I wasn't around for this. I was on a job interview, uh, which actually went very, very well. So, that has a good the brightness of the day today. So, SMT at the highs, 5-minute fair value gap here after breaking this low. This was so clean on NQ. Zooming in just to go over it quick, take out this high, start to displace lower. We have this bearish fair value gap. Yeah, we're holding this bullish one, but we ended up respecting this bearish 1 minute, and then the clean thing about it is it even overlapped to, we take out these little swing highs, we push lower, 15-second fair value gap here. This is your market structure shift, right? Pull back into the breaker, not really into the order block, but into the breaker. So, this could have been an entry in itself right here, stop here or above. Or this could have been a scaling point, if you had entered on the 1 minute. Super clean opportunity here to add another contract and move your stop losses to here to pretty much have the exact same risk, but being in a whole nother contract. Then super clean flush. We had relative equal highs here, and then the external of the range. So great setup in the morning, but I was not there for that. And I tried to sort of stay disciplined. I viewed this as like a market structure shift rather than like a sweep. And I was sort of just looking for us to reject this area here. But I just traded very emotionally. We had this 5-minute bearish fair value gap. When we came back into this, I basically just took a series of trades that were just all emotion, and I just got mauled pretty much. So first one, so I'll just delete this quick. First one was, it doesn't look bad. We're pretty much holding that OTE, the range there. Took out this internal high, start to push lower, right? We have this little sliver of a 1 minute fair value gap there, which we respect. So, I let us sort of play out this internal side, and then as we push lower with this bigger 1 minute, this was my setup to go short. And I honestly think it looks pretty good. So I'm not upset with this setup. The way that I played it is what I'm upset about. I basically entered, and we just sort of went right through the fair value gap. And I'm definitely just too zoomed in here. Like, I don't exactly remember what I was looking at, but I was probably all zoomed in like this. And once we wicked all the way up and almost came to my stop loss, I just exited the position somewhere around here for, basically my entire loss. And then as we started to push lower, I was like, oh, what am I doing? Like, I just exited for no reason. And so I shorted again somewhere around here, and then just took another loss. So, it realistically should have just been one loss for, about $30. But I ended up taking 2 losses there, which, is just stupid. So, just trading off of emotion. And then once we pushed to the upside, I was looking back and I was like, alright, well, we bounced off this 5 minute. We took all this liquidity here. Oh, it's not a trend line. Took all this liquidity here. I was like, oh, maybe this is bullish then. you know, we disrespected all of these imbalances. You know, we didn't come into OTE, but I was like, oh, you know, we disrespected this bearish fair value gap and all that, so now we're going to go higher. So now we have this big bullish fair value gap longed in there, got stopped out. Then saw this fair value gap, and then I was like, oh, you know, well, we took out this high and now we're going back lower. And so I just, you know, went back and forth and ended up taking 4 trades here in, you know, this like half-hour time span, and we ended up just doing nothing, and I just got smoked. And then I also took another trade, which I don't think this one was really bad, honestly. This was a little bit later, still holding this 5-minute fair value gap, and ES was looking clean. We had like generated all this liquidity here, so going on to the 1 minute, we had this low, we bounced, and then drawing out the fib. This is in OTE of the range, this 1 minute fair value gap here, and this is also like the PM silver bullet. So once I wasn't just gonna long off that because I wasn't really confident in it, but once we like held this and then we pushed up and we had this 1 minute fair value gap here that we like wicked from, I longed, and then it just in like literally like 5 seconds after I longed, it just like big candle just stopped me out, and I was like, all right, I gotta be done after this. This is just insane. So yeah, just pretty much got absolutely smoked in this. Yeah, I don't really, don't have too much of an explanation, man. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what like has gotten into my mind recently, but like I'm trading terribly, man. Yesterday I felt like I recognized some of my mistakes, but then today, I don't know, I guess I didn't learn from my mistakes, and I just made them all again. So yeah, I'm not really sure what I should do. I don't know if I should paper trade and sort of like try to get my bearings straight again, or if I just try to reset and continue to just trade as if nothing happened, or take a break, or I don't know. So yeah, I mean, I'm trying to be disciplined, but for whatever reason, it's like my discipline is at an all-time low. I don't know why. Looking back like a month ago, 2 months ago, this, like, I never took anything. All I took was just displacement, fair value gap, limit order. That's it. Like, I don't know why I am getting so caught up in these sort of things. So just sort of an internal battle I gotta figure out on my own. Not sure how exactly I'm gonna go about it, but we're gonna see. So I've dug myself a pretty fat hole these past 2 days, but yeah, we'll see. It's still nothing that I can't recover from. It's just I should not be doing this. I'm doing very poorly. So not to make it a super negative video or anything, but I'm just being real. But yeah, so I'm going to do my best to be disciplined tomorrow. We'll see what happens with CPI. Still basically holding this consolidation range. We basically just swept the low and went right back up to the highs. So yeah, I think we're just sort of holding here until CPI, and I'm assuming we're going to have a really big move. So yeah. With that, hope you guys had a good day. Hopefully I get that job so I could make some more money while I continue to try to fix my mistakes with the trading. But yeah, as usual, man, if I take another trade tomorrow, I'll make a video about it. If not, I was probably paper trading or something. That we'll see what I end up doing. So peace out, have a good night.